Okay, we're back.
Okay, wait. I can tell they must not have done a lot, because... What was PlayStation Move again?
The camera.
Oh, yeah.
You remember the little thing with the ball, with the light bulb? That's
Yeah.
the PlayStation Move. And there were games for that did.
That was supposed to rival the Kinect, right?
No, it was supposed to rival the Wii. The Wii.
Well, hell, I thought all three were supposed to be on like the same level. That
Nah,
thing,
the Kinect did away with the need for a peripheral. What the PlayStation Move did was like it used the camera to track the ball of light, and it just like kind of imagined where the rest of your body should be based on where the ball of light was. And again, like nobody like I like the only reason I have one is because it came with my PlayStation 3. That's the only reason I get the fuck off me. The fuck is wrong with you, weird? What are you guys? You mice with robot legs? Get the fuck out of here! Like, so it's like it's not bad, but it's the same problem with the Kinect. Like the Kinect just doesn't work. Even on the Xbox One, the Kinect does not work. Like I don't know what to say. I don't know what else to say. It don't work. Like all the like just look up like 360 or Xbox One Kinect reviews, and like making selections and all kind of shit like that. It never goes well. Like it just doesn't work. As far as the PlayStation Move goes, it requires a lot of room for you to move around. Like there were very few games that were made like that utilized it. There were games that like I think Call of Duty, I think maybe Beyond Two Souls, but I know Heavy Rain was one. Were games that utilized the PlayStation Move's capabilities. So like you could use like just the wand to like move around in game. But like, why would you? Like, why would you go out of your way to buy the Move and the camera if you didn't already have one to do that? And then again, it became a matter of like, I don't think people really want that in their video games as of right now. People who play video games that require a lot of moving, like people who buy like the Wii Fit and stuff like that, like that's what they're interested in. Like they're interested in like being able to like move around and have fun, like without having to go outside. Or like on days where they can't go outside. And even then, I think David Cage games, and there was a Little Big Planet game. Was it karting? No, it was Little Big Planet Sackboy's Prehistoric Moves. That's what it was. I have that, and I have never used it. I have never played it because it required the wand. I mean, outside the gimmicky shit, nothing used it. Yeah, because that's what it was. Same thing with the Wii. Like the Wii's motion controls were only used in its gimmicky bullshit like third-party fuck nut titles, and I do mean fuck nut. The title what? What's wrong?
Just continue.
I'm gonna. Like a lot of there are a shit ton of extremely like poor Wii games. Not Wii U, but Wii games are a lot of. Another one. Or better not. And so, like, no, the PlayStation Move just didn't do it. It was stupid. Because again, I don't think people want to do that. I don't think people want to get up and move around when they play video games. I just don't think they do. Like, I could be wrong, and I'm fine with being wrong. I just don't think that I am. It's like, how many adults do you know, like, are like, dude, I can't wait to go and play my Kinect. Play with my Kinect. Like it's a fun little game at Christmas in like when you get families together. What the fuck are you looking at? What's happening? I can't keep my eyes on you in the game at the same time. What's happening?
I was scratching my ear.
Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. So anyway, I mean,
but you're right, because when I was talking about PlayStation and Xbox, all that extra stuff like Kinect, they specifically said for their kids.
Right, because like those are the only
kids.
Those are the only people that give a fuck about that shit.
It was couch controller Call of Duty.
And like, okay, I think there were a couple of Call of Duties. Maybe Black Ops. I'd have to look at the case, but I think Black Ops also used the PlayStation Move, and it used it in the most obvious way possible. Like there was a gun peripheral, rifle peripheral that you could buy. And you stick the thing in there and you can just point at the screen and
Most people play games to escape
and relax. Why would they want to do shit that's more stressful? Because I think again it's a matter of Nintendo is like, hey, children play our stuff. Like, let's try to make kids active again. And Xbox and Sony is like, fuck it, we can do that too. And it's like, stop, please don't, just please don't. And I think like in a sense like. Because like people love the 3DS. The 3DS is actually a really good system. It's shockingly good actually. And come to find out, it's like the one thing that a lot of people use to watch porn on. There's a lot more behind that story than need be, but it has a lot to do with like people in other countries and how easy it is to like not really worry about viruses because like nobody like viruses are really kind of like how do I put this? Fuck. Not that. Alright. But yeah, like viruses are like operation system based. And like it's the same reason people who like own Macs don't really worry about viruses as much as people who own Windows. Because people aren't really creating viruses for those softwares. But yeah, there was an actual study that showed where like I guess it was like what Pornhub or some shit like that. Like what devices were being used to access it. And apparently the Nintendo 3DS is up there. It is up there. And like I think this was before like they really like talked about like the XL. So people were like looking at porn on that outstandingly small, shitty little screen. And like I just like
hold on, do you think it was school kids?
Oh, I can almost guarantee you it was children.
Yeah.
Because I don't see people buying the 3DS literally just to beat off. Because if you say, well, I don't watch porn to masturbate, then you a fucking liar is what you are, you goddamn son.
Well, no, I mean, you can have a 20-something...
I'm not saying that adults don't.
Yeah.
But I would say, like...
The kids out
if you give a kid an internet-based device, they're going to do one of two things. They're going to either immediately go to YouTube and just start watching YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Or they're going to wait a couple hours and then try to go look at porn. And if they're smart, they'll go to something like Facebook first, learn how to delete the history, and then go watch porn.
They're not going to do all that.
Man, look, I'm a very shifty, shady individual, so I've learned to like be extra cautious about the stuff I do. So that's what I would have done.
A 9 or 10-year-old would not.
You're probably right. Because they're dumb. They're legally stupid. But yeah, like PlayStation VR, dude, this is gonna be a bad idea. But the Nintendo Switch, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm super dead. I'm out.
You're not dead.
I'm about to be dead.
Oh well, I had confidence in you.
You did. I appreciate it. Not to bring this up publicly, but publicly, but I'm me. So banned from Equestria Daily was completely animated. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember you told me that game was like made completely on the 3DS's like second screen, more or less. That's, man, y'all gonna have to Google that yourself. I ain't finna get into that. Just Google banned for Equestria game, banned from Equestria Daily. So if you Google that, you'll find out what it is, and then probably be like, oh, that's nasty. But yeah, I want the Switch. I do.
I'm really glad that games don't have you as active as they probably could, because when, like the new Zelda game that comes out, if I had to be active instead of just sitting on the couch with the controller, I would not play that game as long as I normally play new Zelda games.
Well, here's the thing. In a sense, that's a plus for the player. One, you're getting some exercise, where in a situation you just be sitting on your ass doing nothing. And two, now because you're doing something that not stresses you out, but tires you a little bit faster, the game itself is going to last longer because you're not playing it as long. So that $40 to $65 game that you paid for, instead of beating it in a couple of hours or maybe a week or two, it's now lasting you like a couple of days or at least a month and a half. Which is a plus, by all means. I mean,
which that'd be longer for me because of work.
Yeah, I mean, by all means, it's not necessarily real. It's just kind of like making you feel like the game is lasting longer, but it's not, because you're just not playing it. Whereas, like, if you sat down and played it, like a normal person with a normal controller, then like you breeze through it and be like, well, that was $65 wasted. I ain't pointing no fingers, but Platinum Games and Ninja Turtles and Mutants in Manhattan, we beat that game in less than 5 hours.
Jesus.
And it retails at $60.
Why? Because of the name?
No, because it's a triple A, quote unquote triple A game. Because quote unquote Platinum Games is a triple A company. Platinum Games can suck a dick. I don't want to call y'all no talent hacks, but those no talent hacks, all of their games are exactly the same, and they suck as a company. It made me mad because I saw okay, here's the thing. There's a big list of third-party people who are willing to work with the Nintendo Switch.
Okay.
Now, mind you, yeah, Platinum is on that list because of Bayonetta, most likely.
I figured that.
And Star Fox. But at first, the Nintendo apparently had a lot of third-party supporters as well, but it wasn't long before a lot of those people dropped out. So, in a sense, that's another reason why the Nintendo Wii U didn't sell well, is because they didn't have anybody making games for it. Now, if you want to say, well, like, and truth be told, people are like going to be like, well, this isn't gonna, like, it's not going to be as powerful as the Xbox One or the PS4. No, it's not. Have you seen an Xbox One? It's huge. Yeah. The original PS4 is still pretty beefy. The entire console of the Nintendo Switch is the thing with the screen on it. That's it. The little dock you slide it in, all that does is charge it and like make it show up on your TV. It doesn't add anything to it. It's just a tablet. Like, it's going to be a very, very, very high-end tablet with a lot of capabilities, yeah. But at the end of the day, like, don't expect to be able to save video clips like with the PlayStation. I would not expect you to be able to stream from it. Right. Although you should be able to stream from it. I wouldn't expect you to be able to stream from it. I wouldn't expect there to be a lot of onboard stuff. But the thing they can do to make that game great is allow it to understand other games. What I mean by that is if they had a way to allow you to play 3DS and Nintendo DS games on it by way of another card port, that's a very, very, very big plus. If that's a thing. Pretty sure it's not. Also, as long as you connect your Nintendo account or your Nintendo Network account to it, if it lets you download any kind of digital game that you've already paid for to that system and you can play it from there, that would also be a very, very big plus. Because people would then buy that system just to take Smash Bros, Splatoon, all kind of games on the go with them, because that's what that console is allowing you to do. It's a matter of the entire console is in your hands.
Right.
The entire console with the screen on it is right there in your hand. You can play a full AAA title on the move. Like, I would love to be able to take that to like a doctor's appointment, go on a road trip with it, or like, you know, just be able to like sit around the house and play it. Because I don't know if anybody for people who don't have a 3DS, but a Wii U, the Wii U gamepad can only be so far from the console before it starts to lose connectivity.
He's got a good point.
The idea of the thing being there in your hand, you can sit outside on the porch and play the game.
No, not that. The storage thing.
What do you mean?
Look at the screen.
Oh, I really hope that's another big problem. I feel.
Which, to his point, SD card.
Boom! That's exactly what, right there.
Yeah.
So what I was going to say, because it's a tablet,
it only makes sense.
Seriously. And that alone should decrease the price. You don't have to put a really, really big amount of storage on it.
There's no hard drive expansion, just SD card.
The Xbox One has it, and the Wii U both allow for a hard drive expansion by way of a USB external hard drive.
Okay.
So if you could take, like, let's say they put like 30 gigabytes of space, or even 16 gigabytes of space on the system. And again, like, yeah, you can download games, but the games will come on a card. So mostly, like, the system is only trying to save its, like, update files and save data.
Right.
So just you can put, like, 120-something. Same thing with the 3DS. You can put, like, 100 gigabyte flash drive, SD card in the system, and boom, that's a shitload of space. So then, like, yes, it should be able to let you save clips and like edit things on the fly, because how much easier would editing a clip be if you can actually touch the screen and stuff like that?
Yeah.
And on top of that, we were also thinking, like, what if they allowed, like, if they partnered with Google or Android, like, somebody, and you were able to access the Play Store on the tablet and download games to the console. So, like, let's say now you can play Fruit Ninja on your fucking Nintendo Switch. Or Angry Birds or whatever the fuck. Like, free games. By all means, that in itself would sell the console.
Yeah.
Like, for people who don't have a tablet, but want a tablet and want, you know, and like Nintendo, wow, there you go. It's good to go. Just, like, make it accessible to everything that we, like, it's a tablet. Make it a tablet that does stuff a tablet does. And it will sell. And I don't necessarily think it'll just sell. I think it'll sell very, very well. Okay, 16 minutes. Okay, we went a little over. So in the next episode, we're going to finish this up because I'm excited. I ain't going to front. I'm extremely excited about the concept of what this could be.
I just hate that it's March of next year.
No, for me, you know what? Hold on. I'll explain why that don't bug me in the next episode, y'all. We up out of here.
Catch you in the next one.
Peace. Yeah, well, for you, it's going to be right now.